All right, Bobby, you're our intro guy.
Today is a special day, and today is a podcast where we talk about that special day. I'm Bobby Parker,
And I'm Joey Nickel.
and this is
I'm Wes Johnson.
Welcome to Today Is.
Welcome to Today Is. All right, welcome to the show. We got a great show for you guys today. A very special guest, obviously. Wes Johnson is on the show. He's a very good friend of ours, been on the show, a regular of the show, a friend of the show, Wes Johnson. How you doing, Wes?
I'm doing great. Thanks, guys. Glad to be back.
Let's go ahead and have you hold it.
All right.
Yeah, you can take it out of the thing if you
I'm
need.
going to take it out of the thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's better.
So I've got to say, you probably have the record for most guest spots on the show.
I
right.
think so. Marcus, I know, has been on multiple times.
Yeah.
But I do think Wes has the...
This is the third time.
Yeah. I think Marcus has been on twice.
Yeah. So this is a record-breaking moment. That's what I'm saying.
I came dressed as a Christmas tree,
That's right.
That was my favorite Wes moment.
and then
Sleepover day? Was that yours?
No, I think it was Christmas sweater day.
I know, but we did Christmas, and then the next one was that sleepover
the next
day?
one we never
No,
decided
we
on.
never
the subject.
decided
We
on
just
one, yeah.
talked about like 30 days.
Yeah. That's right.
You should call that this month is. We never decided on one.
We never decided on one. We were going to talk about it on the show. But Bobby made these pizza thingies with
Well,
homemade bread.
Yeah, it's like a pepperoni roll, like a classic West Virginia staple. I didn't roll them very well,
Yes.
but I think they ended up being kind of tasty.
I
They-
did not know that was a
It's a
West
West
Virginia
Virginia.
thing until my people are from West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And,
We're at all the gas stations
Yeah,
there.
I know. I think it may just be a poor person thing.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I think.
Every time we drive up to Ohio, we stop somewhere in West Virginia to get a pizza roll.
You said West Virginia and poor people like that are not synonyms.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I went to school outside of Pittsburgh, so very close to West Virginia. So we had that influence by where I was in college. So it
I don't know
worked
how
out
to
well.
say this. My ex-brother-in-law's brother.
What does that make us?
My ex-brother-in-law's brother was the mountaineer
Oh,
when
okay.
he was at West Virginia.
Wow.
The guy with the beard and the
Yeah.
the Davy Crockett looking guy.
Gotcha. He was the white trash mascot of mascots.
Mhm.
Okay. I say that lovingly. I've got some not necessarily family but close friends whose kids go to West Virginia right now. And I like to make fun of the state, but I actually like that state a lot.
I love West Virginia.
It's fantastic.
Bobby, you want to check if we're recording just to make sure?
Yeah, I better.
Let's see.
Is it working?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Bobby.
No, my family is from Southern West Virginia.
Southern West Virginia. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
there's
that better or worse than?
I think it's better. There's a hospital in their town, so
Oh, nice.
everybody worked for, everybody worked for the hospital. So they weren't.
Either coming or going.
Yeah.
I like that area of the country because where it's like West Virginia, Pennsylvania. What else is right there?
Ohio.
But like that section right there, you can
okay, yeah.
you can cross you can go 30 minutes and go to 3 or 4 states right there. What's the other state I was thinking? Is Maryland right there too? Maybe, or is that on the other side?
It's on the other side.
So maybe it's just the 3. Maybe it's Virginia, West Virginia, and
Now,
Pennsylvania.
West Virginia is the only state that is entirely in mountain. The entire state is in a mountain range.
Oh, really?
Yes.
None of the state is not in a mountain range.
Correct.
That's
Oh,
why
okay.
it's hard to fly to West Virginia because there's not.
Because there's no good
There's not a spot for
entry
a runway.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only state like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All of the other states have at least a portion outside of a mountain range. West Virginia, just all mountains.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I just blew your mind with
Yeah.
West Virginia fact.
Right.
Today is
exactly.
West Virginia Day.
Yeah, today's not West Virginia Day, but you guys, did you have any shows this week that you want to talk about? Anything special?
I did. I was in Eustis, Florida.
Oh yeah, you were talking to me about that.
Yes.
Sound like it was a good show.
It was. It's there's a place down there called the Hideaway Performing Arts Center, and it's awesome. It's a regular full blown theater,
Okay.
but it is in the back corner of a shopping center, and you would not know it was there, except there was an inflatable man waving you in.
Okay.
That's how
It's
you
like
know.
theater.
It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm either gonna get my oil changed or I'm gonna see a show.
Yes.
Maybe both.
Yes.
I'm
You're either going to the smoke shop or going to the show.
Do you remember there was a? I'm not going to say who it was in case they listen to this show. Do you remember there was a comic who had not been doing comedy for very long in Florida, and he recorded a special like pretty early, and his backdrop for the special was inflatables. Do you remember that?
I do not.
I don't remember
And,
that at all.
And I'm not gonna. Okay, listen. I'm gonna try not to say anything bad about this person because they book other shows. So if you're listening, no hate to you, but it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in a comedy special was these inflatables behind this guy, and then part of his set. And hopefully he looks back on it now and it's like, I don't know what I was thinking. But part of his set, he took glitter out of his pocket and threw it at the audience and said, congratulations. Like that was a bit he did.
Wow, this is not ringing a bell at
No,
all.
I have no idea.
Okay, after off the air, I'll tell you who it is. But that was it had
Yeah,
made the
like,
rounds.
I don't have an hour to wait on this. Write it down.
Here you are. Yeah, that's something. Like, there's a comedian that I've worked with a couple times, and you probably know him. I think his name's Grady. Eric Grady, maybe.
I don't know.
He has a nice beard and a mustache, correct?
Yes,
Does he?
and he's like 6'7" or 6'10". Like,
Oh, is he in?
super tall.
He's from Daytona.
I think he's Orlando.
Oh, Orlando. Okay, I don't know that.
He's probably in Daytona a lot. But yeah, he has a joke about inflatable guys. I don't want to talk about it. It's a brilliant joke for him.
Sorry, that pizza. I ate that pizza roll and now I'm having some trouble. Was that your only show this week?
Oh, and then
Only
I was
big
at the open mic at the Comedy Zone.
Oh yeah, that actually went pretty well.
That is my favorite open mic.
I love that open mic.
Yes.
I like it more than Shantytown because I have to host Shantytown. So that's the main reason I like it more than Shantytown. But Shantytown has a bigger crowd and more comics, and it's a very successful show. But I really enjoy doing the open mic at the Comedy Zone. Yeah. It's so I get more out of that open mic than any other mic that I go to. Like I get more useful stuff out of the jokes that I do there.
Just to confirm, we are talking about Rock Bottom.
Rock Bottom.
Rock Bottom.
Not at the actual Comedy Zone. It's right outside the Comedy Zone because the Comedy Zone is not good about having open mics.
Yeah. So the bar in the lobby, which I don't even know why there's no bartender, by the way.
It's just
if you
a
come,
room.
it's just a room.
If there's no bartender, it's just a room with a counter.
It is not any different than us. We could do it at literally anywhere. We could do it behind the front desk, and it would be no different than what we're doing.
But I like it because I do a clean show, but I feel like I can let loose and tell dirty jokes at the Comedy Zone.
Yeah.
At the bar.
At Rock Bottom.
No one is going to see it.
Yeah, nobody's going to see it. That's how
Uh,
I feel about Shantytown, too. Like, you can really say anything there. Nobody's going to remember that you said it.
Well, I don't
5
like
minutes later.
Shantytown because it is inaccessible.
It is not a very good place
And
for
it is a
wheelchair
shanty.
people. Yeah,
It's-
that is true.
It's not ironically a shanty. It's
Yeah.
a shanty.
No, it is correctly named.
And they have candles on the table,
And
which I don't like because I'm afraid of fire.
Yep.
and several dogs.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I don't mind a dog.
It
you
is
know.
I like to say it is not a dog-friendly bar. It is a human-friendly dog bar is
Yeah.
what it is because there's so many dogs there.
Yeah.
My biggest issue with Shantytown is that they have a dog. They have a boot scraper by the door in case you step in dog poop. But what if you don't know if you've stepped in dog poop? It's like you may or may not have stepped in dog poop, but if you put your foot on that boot scraper, you definitely have dog poop on your foot then at that point.
Yeah,
So
nobody's cleaning the boot scraper.
Right, exactly. So it's like I don't know if I should put my foot on the boot scraper or not. Like I may have, or is it worth the risk to just assume I have not stepped in dog poop?
What if we created a boot that scraped poop from a boot scraper?
Yeah, we need a boot scraper.
Boot.
We need
Yeah.
a boot scraper boot.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yes. Duh.
My mind is blown. Yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
quit comedy right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is what we're doing. We're selling this.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, we're selling this. I didn't have any shows this weekend. I mean, obviously we've got Shantytown on Monday, and I did do the Rock Bottom open mic on Wednesday, which I hadn't done in a couple weeks. The Rock Bottom open mic, so that was fun to do. But I will say, this weekend was my anniversary. 18
Congratulations.
years.
That's fantastic.
Thank you. 18 years, and we celebrated our anniversary how we have for the past 3 years, which is we went on a field trip with 8th graders. So around our anniversary every year is the 8th grade, what they call grad venture. They let all the 8th graders come. They have like 2 or 3 nights of this where all the 8th graders from Florida come to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and they come at 4 and stay until midnight. And my wife is an 8th grade teacher, so she always gets picked to be a chaperone. And the last 3 years, they've been able to bring me aboard as a tag-along chaperone, and it is a blast. It is odd. It is odd that we celebrate our anniversary this way, but it is a blast, and it's a free trip. We also get free dinner while we're there. They give us vouchers for free food, so it's a free trip to Universal. And that's kind of how we celebrate it every year, and it was a lot of fun. So this is 18 years. I did look up what I was supposed to give my wife for 18 years, and it's porcelain or ceramic. And
You're supposed to give her a toilet.
Toilet.
yeah,
There you
exactly.
go,
I
new
need to give her a
toilet.
new toilet. I have not done that, but we had a lot of fun. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about the trip. Oh, did you have any shows this weekend, Bobby?
I did. I was at Veterans United.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
How was
yeah.
that show?
The crowd was not as big as I had hoped it would be, but it was a very fun crowd, and it was a very good show. I was supposed to do 15 minutes. Brian, who runs it, he's pretty lax with it, so I'm not saying this like I went over on purpose, but I ended up doing about 17 and left a lot on the table, which made me feel good because most of it was stuff I've not done on stage before.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, I was pretty excited about that.
Sounds like you had a good opportunity to try out some stuff.
Is
Yes.
that you and Roz?
Yep. So it was me, Roz, DeAndre Stringer was there. I like working with him. He's a very fun guy.
Yeah.
And of course Brian Thomas, the host.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you had a fun show there. I have never had a bad show at Veterans. I can't think of one at least.
I'm glad you put that at Veterans tag on there.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say like I like you, Joey, but I'm not sure.
No, I've never had a bad show at Veterans. I can't think of one. Even when I was, because that show's been around for a while, like 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Even when I was only a couple years in, I don't think I've ever had a bad show there. I've definitely had shows where, I was greener and didn't exactly know what I was doing, but then he only gives you 10 minutes if you don't know what you're doing. It's
Right.
like, or 5 minutes or whatever. So he's good about not giving you more than you can do at that level, whatever level you are. But yeah, I don't know that I've ever had a bad show there.
Have you guys ever been there when the person shows up with the monkey in the backpack?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
How have I never seen this?
The monkey's been there a lot. It stays in like a
What?
critter carrier, like next to the lady.
Yeah.
I have
and
done this show probably 2 or 3 times a year for the past 7 years. I've never seen this monkey.
It's probably been there, and no one mentions it.
Yeah, like
I had no idea.
No.
it's probably
I've seen
been
a dog.
It's probably been a year and a half since I've seen the monkey. But I miss seeing it, and it's a tiny little thing. Like it's no bigger than this soda can.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
so it's like a sugar glider,
like a squirrel monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a sugar glider? Do you know
No,
what those are?
I've got
No,
no.
that's a squirrel. This is a monkey.
Oh, sugar gliders are squirrels.
It's kind of like a flying squirrel.
Oh. It is, but I think they're monkeys. Sugar gliders. They have that face. That
Leave us a
like-
comment.
Yeah.
If you think,
Oh no, sugar gliders are marsupials.
yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they're not monkeys. They're
Yeah,
marsupials.
they're like an ii or a
Yeah,
like
it's
a lemur.
it's
Yeah, more like a lemur. Yeah, more like a lemur.
it's definitely small. And when I asked about it several times, they're like, yes, you're not allowed to touch it because it will bite you. And
Why do they bring it out?
Well, the
Can't
owners,
leave it alone at your house.
yeah, the owners are like, hey, we can touch it sometimes, but
Why do they own this thing?
for conversation, I guess. I don't know.
They just keep it in a cage and look at it like
Yeah.
they can't play with it. That's crazy.
No, I think it's probably like a parrot. Like parrots get territorial and they only like one person.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of like my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not you, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
Not me.
That's crazy. I can't believe I've never seen that monkey. I bet it's been there and I never knew it was there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I did a show at a Christian coffee shop in where was I? Live Oak, and she had monkeys. She had pet monkeys.
Is that the gun
Is that-
shop one?
Yes. Is that the
Okay.
one you did with Danny?
Yeah.
She's got. Did she show you
caliber.
the monkeys? 50
No.
cal coffee. She didn't show you the
No,
monkeys.
I didn't see monkeys.
All right. Well, I feel
I-
better than
There
you.
you
then.
go. I haven't even done that one. I
Yeah.
did the gun range in where's Triggered
Oh
Comedy
yeah,
Club?
that's in
Melbourne?
Melbourne. Yeah.
Yeah, comedy and guns. They
Yeah.
go together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course they do. I've never done a show in a gun range necessarily, but I've done a lot of axe throwing places. I've done maybe like 4 or 5 axe throwing places, where it's either been a back room or they had to halt the axe throwing so we could do the show.
I've got to just stop for a quick moment. I'm realizing that my shirt and my skin tone are like really similar.
I
Yeah.
noticed that
And-
when I came in and you walked out the front door
Yeah.
and greeted me. I'm like,
Yeah.
is Bobby?
Bobby is wearing a shirt. He does not have a tattoo on his chest of words.
I thought he's got a lot of confidence. He's getting his confidence back.
Yeah,
There you
Bobby's
go,
lost
Bobby.
a lot of weight. He's
There you
decided,
go.
if you got it, flaunt it. You know.
Bobby got his groove back.
Yeah. Speaking of groove, now, our topic today, the next thing I want to talk about, my trip to Universal, does have something to do with our topic today.
Okay.
Wait, how long has it been going on that recorder? What do we got?
It's 1837.
Okay, so 18 minutes in is when we go to the
Oh,
topic.
also, I noticed he didn't write down the name
I
of
did
the
not
comic.
because now I can't remember his name.
Oh my goodness!
I might have to look it up on Facebook
Okay.
in a minute. Okay, so we got in pretty quickly and got on rides pretty quickly when we got there. We were able to do like 5 rides within the first.
Sorry.
Be professional, Bobby.
Is it still recording?
I hope so.
As I think about it, I didn't turn my phone off either.
It is now.
Okay.
Sorry.
We were able to do like 5 rides within the first like hour. It was a blast. Like there were like no lines. And we get to we did Jimmy Fallon, Transformers, whatever was over there in Universal Studios, and then we're starting to walk over to the Harry Potter world, and we see a ride, a Fast and the Furious ride.
Okay.
Have you been to Universal lately? Have you seen this ride?
I've been to Universal last year, the year before, within the last 18 months. I don't remember
So,
Fast and Furious.
There was a 5-minute wait, and we were on our way to Harry Potter. I was like, "Hey, it's 5 minutes. Should we see if this is a cool ride?" And I was like, "Let me Google it." And I Googled, "Is Fast and the Furious I forget what the name of the ride is. Is the Fast and the Furious ride a cool ride? Like
Right.
that's what I Googled. Now Google, I don't know if you've ever done this, but when they give you the AI overview, they never like to say negative things in the AI overview, right? Like if you say like, "Hey, what's better, McDonald's or Burger King?" It's never gonna say like McDonald's. It's gonna be diplomatic. It's gonna be like, "Well, some people like McDonald's because of this, and some people like Burger King because of this." It's never gonna give you a hard and fast and an opinion about something.
Right.
However, when I looked up "Is Fast and the Furious ride a cool ride?" it said no. It said no. Fast and the Furious is not a cool ride. It is known for being one of the worst rides in theme park history.
Wow.
Yeah. And so at that point, we had to ride it. We had to find out why this is the worst ride in theme park history, and we did, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Google was absolutely correct about this ride. It was the worst ride I've ever been on, but it was fun because it was the worst ride I've ever been on.
Did it like throw like racist taunts at you or something?
So-
What?
So this is what it is. So first of all, you go into two different rooms to start the ride, to like wait to go into the ride, and there's people there, supposedly in character. By the way, all the other rides at Universal, they're very good about like putting the costumes that they wear for the people working the ride. They're all wearing a costume or a uniform of some kind of every ride.
Right.
If you're on Transformers, I think they put you like in a military uniform because of the context of it is you're in a military operation. And then like Harry Potter, obviously they've got them in whatever, like if you're going to the train, they're dressed like a conductor, that kind of stuff. For Fast and the Furious, they just wore like, I'm not sure who they were supposed to be dressed as, but they just wore plaid shirts. That was it. Just normal street clothes with plaid shirts. But they were all wearing the same color plaid shirt. Like that was definitely their uniform. But I don't know who wears a plaid shirt. Who's known in Fast and the Furious for wearing just a plaid shirt?
Now, I've only seen the first one, and it was not long after it came out on like DVD or something like that. I was just one, and I'm pretty sure that what's the main character's name? Dom.
Yeah.
I think that
Does he always wear a plaid shirt?
He wore.
I can only
like,
think of him in a tank top,
I
which
think
is
that's
what they
the-
should have worn if
Yeah.
they wanted to wear Fast and the Furious uniforms. They should have a tank top, jeans, and combat boots. Like
Yeah.
that should be what they're wearing, and shaved heads, all of them.
I think Vin Diesel had like the standard like flannel.
He probably had a
like-
flannel shirt on before the tank.
Tank
He
top,
probably
yeah.
has the flannel shirt on for the first 5 minutes until the tank top
Yeah.
shows up, until he can show off those guns.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of them. Never watched.
Well, here's the thing: like, they also part of the ride takes place like in an auto body shop, so they could have had them in like auto body shop
Yeah, like
uniforms.
Dickies or-
Yeah, exactly. Like coveralls or something like that. But no, they had them in flannel shirts, and like you start and the people who run the sections before you get on the ride. I don't know if they're trained to be like this, but they hate their job. Like, not hate their job, but they're just like, I don't care. Like, the woman was like, all right, go to the next room. I don't care. Whatever. Like, I don't know if that was the character she was supposed to play. Then we go into the war room, which is like how they're like putting together their jobs and stuff like that. Because they're heist movies is what they are. They're all driving around boosting stuff. And you go to the war room, and some guy's there, and he's like, welcome to the war room. And then Ludacris is on the screen. He's the main character of these little pre-ride stuff. And he's saying stuff like, hey, the FBI's on their way. We got to get out of here. All this stuff. He's setting up the story of the ride. And the guy in the war room just makes fun of... And by the way, the guy in the war room was a very effeminate, sassy man. And which seemed out of character for this movie, but it was the best. I could not have asked for a better worker, a cast member for this job than a sassy, effeminate man.
Was he either fast or furious?
He was neither.
Oh.
He like you walk in and he goes, "Welcome to the war room." He's it's hilarious. Like this was one of my favorite parts of the ride was witnessing this guy interact with Ludacris on
Nathan
screen.
Lane in the Fast and the Furious.
Yes, that's what it was. More like Billy Eichner. It was it was as if Billy Eichner was in Fast and the Furious. It was hilarious, and he like would just make fun of Ludacris the entire time. Like Ludacris would say something and he'd be like, "All right, yeah, well that sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever heard." Or he's just very catty about everything. And then eventually he's like, "All right, it's time to line up, time to get out of here." And then the whole premise of the ride is you are there. The FBI is coming, and in order to distract the FBI, we're all at a party, right? And they're going to put everybody at the party on a party bus. And for some reason, the FBI is going to follow the party bus instead of the 6 boosted cars with driving 3,000 miles an hour down the highway. For some reason, we're the distraction. This party bus.
It sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah. And then you get into this fake party bus, and then they bring you. First thing they do is they bring you to this screen. It's not 3D. It's just a screen. And then you watch them stand there and deliver lines to you as if it's a 3rd grade play. Like the actors stand there and then deliver lines about, and it's all exposition lines about what's going on. And I don't know, to this day, I don't know if the actors were actually there, or if it was AI or what, because they all seemed terrible. Like they all seemed, they must have, I think it was the actors, they just didn't want to do it, is what it was. And they're all in it. Like Vin Diesel's in it. The Rock's in it. The only one that was able to avoid it was
Paul Walker.
Well, yeah, Paul Walker definitely. Paul Walker obviously was able to avoid it. I'm assuming that's why he was like. That's why that happened to him, so that he could avoid having to do this ride. But Jason Statham was not in it. He was the only one that wasn't in it. But they referred to him a lot. Like I guess his name's Shaw. Is it Shaw? Is he Shaw? Seashore by the seashore. Anyway, the FBI's on the way, and I was just making fun of everybody the whole time and making everybody laugh on the party bus. And there was this one scene where they're all like, "I've got the biggest gun," and then somebody else walks in, "No, I've got the biggest gun." And then The Rock comes out and has like a big automatic minigun. He goes, "No, I got the biggest gun," and I go, "Woo!" And then the whole party bus laughed at that, and then they bring you to then the party bus goes to another room, which a projected movie around you, and then stuff just happens around you, and the party bus shakes about like this. And that's about it. You just sit there on the party bus, it shakes a little bit, and all this stuff is happening on the screens around you. That's it.
That sounds god awful bad.
It was so bad. But it was so bad that it was funny. Like it was so bad it was hilarious.
Somebody else was telling this story going, and there was this other guy on the bus going, "Woo!" the whole time.
I was trying to enjoy this ride.
There's a sassy guy with a beard on the bus who's going, "Woo!"
Like we waited 3 years and saved money to go to see Fast and Furious.
Well, the good news is nobody wants to ride that ride, so the wait was nothing. So they could just get back on if I ruined it for them.
We could only afford to go on one time.
Yeah. So the reason why I bring that up is because today's topic is National Road Trip Day.
National Road Trip Day.
Love Road Trip Day. Wes actually picked this topic.
Yes.
National Road Trip Day. Wes, now, do you guys know what the longest distance you can drive is in the world without having to get on a ferry, without having to longest continuous drive?
Can you go from Florida to England? Can you drive across the Bering Strait?
You can't. You cannot do that.
Well, if you could walk, you could walk.
Now, there is a guy who walked
did it.
the Earth. He went from England to England. He circumnavigated the world. Now, he did have to, he had to at some point get on a boat or something.
I think
to do it.
Or
swam.
No, he
swam. That's right.
Paddleboarded.
He did. He paddleboarded across something. It wasn't the Bering Strait, because that's ice. He walked over that.
He could have walked it, but the country that owned it wouldn't let him. I think he couldn't get
I think you're right.
So he circumnavigated the globe and circumvented some customs.
And circumvented some customs. He did. Now he did it for so long. It took him 20 years or something to do it, and he had sponsors and stuff like that. It caught on, and people were sponsoring him, and a lot of countries were okay. They were okay with it, so they were letting him in so he could do this. Well, one country partway through was like, we don't want to do it anymore, and so he had to like go around it. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
And then, but in order to do that, he had to swim something, right? Like
Mhm.
I can't remember what it was though. He had to swim.
Water.
It was somewhere. It was like some. It wasn't. It was maybe in the Middle East that he had to do it, where he had
Yeah.
to do the swimming, right? It was like he had to avoid Iran or something like that. I can't remember. But he eventually made it back. Made it all the way back to England.
All right. So how far west do you think you can drive?
I mean, you have to be able to go from somewhere in Russia all the way to
Russia is the correct. Russia is
from
correct.
Russia back to England.
That is one of the spot. That is one, either the
Or
beginning or
s-
the end.
South Africa.
Yeah, if you start in Chile and go all the way up to
Now, Chile, you cannot drive from South America to North America because of the.
Panama Canal.
Well, there's an area after the Panama Canal that's like it's all. There's nothing developed there. It's all marshland there,
Oh,
and so
it's Mexico.
There's no.
Yeah.
No, there's no. It's South America area. It's like so there's nothing. It's like after Guatemala, I want to say, or something like that. It's like there's nothing there. So like there's no infrastructure for you to drive through that area.
Okay.
So you actually can't drive from. So yeah, if you wanted to drive from North to South America, you couldn't do it directly. Like I think there are companies that will ferry you across, but without having to use the ferries or airplanes. I think I heard it though. What did you said it a minute ago? So Russia's one of the spots, but what did you say?
From like South Africa.
South Africa.
Like if you start down in like Cape Town.
Yes. So it is South Africa to Russia, and it's like I can't remember where exactly in Russia, but that's the path you take all the way. It's called the there's a name for it. It's called the Afro-Eurasian roadway. Like that's what they refer to it as.
That sounds like something that I'm not allowed to do.
I was going to say, whoa.
Yeah.
This is,
That sounds like something we don't talk about on this podcast. That was so you do cross 3 continents. You go from Africa to Europe to Asia, driving that distance. Is the furthest you can drive in the world.
I would like to voice my displeasure at Europe and Asia being 2 separate continents.
I know. It doesn't make any sense. We have to, at this point, we have to just admit that they're made up. Like continents are just made up, the term and what's defining what a continent is. Just like countries are made up. It's like we need to just admit that that's what continents are too. Because Europe and Asia, so there are a couple ways to divide things. You can divide things by culture. You can divide things by landmass. Or you can divide things by tectonic plates. And none of those work for dividing Europe and Asia. Like there is an Asian tectonic plate and a European tectonic plate, but that's not where it is. That like the division of that is not where the current European and Asian border is. So everywhere else kind of follows a tectonic plate, like the South American and North American tectonic plates, the African, and then the what they refer to as Oceania, which is the Australian area. But yeah, so either way, there is however you define what a continent is, Europe and Asia shouldn't be separate continents.
it's a real geography heavy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
West
like
Virginia and Afro-Euro.
The same can be said about West Virginia and Virginia. Those.
There's no reason.
That one is based on the Mason-Dixon line. So anyway, yes, that is the furthest you can drive in the world. What's the furthest you've ever driven, do you think? And what's the furthest you've driven in, we'll go with amount of time, because I don't know the mileage, but like how long have you driven in one sitting, like without stopping? And I'm not counting like stopping for the bathroom. I mean, without stopping for the night.
For the night.
I've driven from Jacksonville to North Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, I've done that drive too.
One night.
Yeah, I think that's the longest I've driven to. What is it, like 14 hours, 16 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
14 to 16 hours. I think, yeah, that's probably my longest too in one go. What about you, Wes?
Yeah, from Jacksonville to Nashville. It's the furthest I've driven.
Oh, in one day?
Yeah.
Oh, how far is that?
I think it's 9 hours.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm driving, and then it's like 12. I drive slow, and I have to stop a lot.
Now, I used to do 10 to 12 hours regularly. Every
Yeah.
time I went up to Virginia to visit my sister, I would always do that in one go. I never wanted to stop. But lately, now that I've gotten older and my back is not what it used to be, I always end up stopping for the night halfway through.
Well, I like to stop. I like to stop every couple hours. I like to see the things.
Yeah.
Getting there is part of
Yeah.
the fun that I like.
That's
I
true.
like the road trip part of it. I like a gas station.
Oh, good
is-
gas station.
Yeah, not a
I like
not
a
a
good,
chain,
yes.
not a truck stop.
I like an independent gas station
Yeah,
for sure.
somewhere where you can buy a Wolf T-shirt.
What is your favorite? Yeah, that's definitely a gas station. Finding these little hole in the wall gas stations or truck stops or whatever, those are definitely a staple of road trips and make the road trip much better.
One of my favorite things is the regional snacks.
Yes.
Finding
Yeah.
like hey, I've never seen this chip brand before, and this flavor is not something I would have normally thought of for a chip.
Here's one you might find in Virginia, West Virginia, maybe North Carolina, maybe Route 11 chips. You ever come across those?
Never heard of them.
Route 11 chips. Those are delicious, and they're packaged in like in Virginia, but I can't remember where exactly. Just in a small town of Virginia, but they're
Probably near Route 11.
it's off
I
of
would
Route
guess.
11 in Virginia. But it's their reach is about. I've definitely seen them in all of Virginia, and then like parts of some other areas, like
Could be around Route 11.
yeah,
Ooh.
like North Carolina and stuff like that. But delicious chips, and they have a sweet potato chip that is seasonal. That is very good.
Oh, I love sweet potatoes. Those are some of my
Yeah,
favorite.
never had a
things.
sweet potato chip.
It is
I
delicious.
love a sweet potato fry.
Yeah,
Oh.
sweet potato fries are very good.
Hey, there's the new place on Blanding, Fat Burger.
I just saw that. I was
They
gonna
have
ask.
the
Oh.
best sweet potato fries
Really?
in the. They are.
I haven't been there yet. Fat Burger?
Amazing, yes.
What's it like? Is it a fast food place or a restaurant?
It is a fast food place. It's from L.A.
Oh
like
yes,
a
it's
big
a
thing.
yes. Yeah, I know about Fat Burger.
But
yeah,
their sweet
The
potato
Southern
fries
California.
are the best fast food fries I've
Okay.
ever had.
I'll have to check it out. What's your okay? If you're going on a road trip, and you're looking for a place to stop, are you going? What do you prefer? A restaurant that's like a local restaurant, or a local tourist trap? Like, which one would you prefer? Like, where they're like, oh, you got to see Dinosaur Land in middle of nowhere, Georgia, or are you looking for a local restaurant to stop?
No, I like to stop at a tourist trap.
You like those
Like-
tourist traps?
Yeah, like a Rock City or
something like that.
what's south of the border.
Yeah. South of the border. The south of the border is definitely past its prime.
Yes.
I don't know if you've been there lately.
Yeah. You know the episode of The Simpsons where they go to the Sun Dome
Yeah.
for the World's Fair?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, south of the border is now a wig factory.
Yes.
on
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
What's your favorite tourist trap type, like local thing like that? There is a dinosaur land like in Tampa area that's ridiculous that my kids love that we've been to a couple times. That one's not bad. It's just literally just like static models of dinosaurs. Like you just walk through this. There are playgrounds for the kids like that, but it's like then you go talk to a scientist who like shows you bones and stuff. That part's kind of interesting, but I don't think there's no like moving dinosaurs. It's
You
all
think
just
he's a
like
real scientist?
yeah. Well, yeah, probably not. But he does do a pretty good presentation about dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
But that one's pretty cool. But what's one that you guys have come across in your road trip travels?
That's tough. Like I like going to places where like locals hang out, not necessarily like tourist traps. So like hey, where's like the art district or something like that where you might just have people walking around like farmers markets, stuff like that.
Farmers markets are always
love.
fun to go to local farmers markets because then you get a good cross section of people watching, as well as some local fruits and vegetables type of stuff.
Yeah.
You can usually find a good like peach or something or like, some cherries or something that's local to that area.
Oh yeah.
Those are always good.
my grandparents all lived in West Virginia, back to West Virginia, and on the way home we would go, we would go for the summer, or we would go for Thanksgiving, and on the way back, like the first spot we would stop out of town for breakfast was in Whitfield, Virginia, and there was a truck stop, and the truck stop had a coin pusher machine, and this was 25 years ago, when it was a big deal. Like there weren't coin pushers in every gas station and every arcade and every
Right.
and I love to stop there and play that coin pusher, and there'll be a line around it. It was like the big deal in town. And
what are you doing Friday night? We're going to the coin pusher.
Coin pusher at the truck stop.
Yeah. Where else would we be?
So to make it not gambling, it gave you got the token, or you got the quarters, but you also got a ticket for every quarter you put in. You got a ticket, like at Chuck E. Cheese, and you could turn your tickets in at the truck stop for Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, there you go.
For one Tootsie Roll. So that way it wasn't
one ticket per Tootsie Roll?
Yeah, it wasn't gambling. So we would leave there with a sack of Tootsie Rolls.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And we stopped there, every time we came home for years.
I love a good coin pusher, and the saddest thing was when they stopped bringing the coin pushers to the Clay County Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? They had a whole wagon of coin pushers at the Clay County Fair. We went every year and did the coin pushers. And they stopped. I don't know if they just finally broke down, because they were old. They were very old coin pushers. But yeah, they don't have them anymore at the Clay County Fair.
Nothing like a good old coin pusher run by a group of carnies.
Yeah, right.
Like, that $20 bill has never fallen off the edge.
Yeah,
really.
of course not. Of course
never
not.
getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been welded in place.
Got a lot of Chinese finger traps and bouncy balls and stuff like that. Some spider rings, but never got the $20 bill. But yeah, I love a good coin pusher. That's honestly, like, I feel like an old person now, but that is like my favorite thing to do at Dave & Buster's. I love sitting and just running the coin pusher machine, the Star Trek coin pusher machine at Dave & Buster's. And then,
now they're super technical. Like, there are all kinds of different things going on at one time.
Yeah.
I like to stop it, put my coins in, and hopefully more coins come out at the bottom.
My sons love coin pushers too, but they like games where you get cards and have to collect the deck.
I was going to say, I bet they like collecting the cards.
Yeah, they like collecting the cards. My middle son's favorite card game is the SpongeBob one. And he's no, the Minions one, not SpongeBob, the Minions one. And you're supposed to time it so that the coin ends up on a specific card or a specific thing, and then if you get that, you get the card, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think the SpongeBob one is.
There's a SpongeBob one similar, yes,
yeah.
But he's good at the Minion one specifically. Mm-hmm. In fact, he's so good at it. Every time we go to Daytona Beach and go to the arcade there on the boardwalk, he goes in, immediately wins like 50 cards, and then they put an out of order sign on there because they get mad at him because he wins all the cards. Yeah. He wins too much on that game, and then they put an out of order sign.
He's an advantage player.
Yeah.
Should teach this kid how to play blackjack.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Get something valuable.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Hey, question about road trips. Did you have a defining road trip from like college? Like a super cool road trip?
Yes.
Yeah, I had one too.
I'd like to hear them.
We went, my two buddies, Clay and John, after high school, we went to Alabama and stayed at Clay's granddad's house, which was wild.
Nice.
Shout out to Jimmy Kane. He's a legend. Let us zero adult supervision, even when he was there. And then we left there in Alabama and went to Biloxi, Mississippi, and stayed at Clay's mom's house. And zero adult supervision there either. And it was so much fun. Getting to Alabama, it was raining, and it started raining so hard that I was like, Clay, we should pull over. He's like, no, look, there's blue skies right ahead. And then the truck spun around backwards into the median, and then we crossed into Alabama backwards.
All right.
Nice.
I think that's how they recommend you do it.
Yeah.
We stopped at the welcome station and, settled down. And I told the lady, I was like, you know what? We almost died getting here. We backwards on the interstate, and then, like, And nobody here in Alabama even stopped to help us. And the lady's like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have stopped either. I'm like, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I feel very welcomed.
Yeah.
My big college road trip was my second year of college. For Thanksgiving, we drove down to Las Vegas. We went to Vegas I went to school in Provo, which is about 6-hour drive to Vegas.
Right.
We went to Vegas. I went to a rock concert while I was down there at the House of Blues. That was a fun road trip. And but on the way back, it was snowing. There was like a bad snowstorm on the way back. And Provo is in a valley, so like once you get into Provo, the weather's not too bad. But it's like getting up that mountain the weather's always bad if it's wintertime.
Right.
And we're in a car full. We're 4 people in the car in a regular sedan, so it's a pretty full car. And it was bumper to bumper. Like a 6-hour drive was taking us like 8 hours, or more.
Right.
But partway through it, a car kind of skids and almost like heads on us, and the driver, quick thinking, like swerved and got out of the way. Thankfully, saved us, but we went right into a snowbank, like just right into the snowbank. We couldn't get it out. We were stuck there trying to push it. We couldn't get out. Eventually, and it's just this is a very narrow highway we're driving up, it's not like. I don't even think that at this point there's like a good freeway or anything in this part of southern Utah or whatever. We're just in the middle of the desert, this narrow highway, and eventually somebody stops and gets the cars to stop, and then he happens to have a rope and he's got a truck, a four-wheel drive truck and a rope, and he pulls us out. Like thankfully, like if he hadn't stopped to help us, I don't know what we would have done. Because it's not like we could have like called AAA. They weren't getting to us.
Right.
It's like they had no way to get to us. It's like I'm like, I don't know, a chopper, like like a helicopter. That's the only way we're getting out of here. Or if we can find somebody with snowmobiles, which I didn't at the time. Smartphones weren't a thing. Like we had cell phones, but it's like I'm sure the signal was not good. Like I'm sure we had no signal for cell phones at the time. It was pretty rough. It was it was one of those like all 4 of us after that. It was like we were now bonded. We were now like we were brothers who made it out of that snowbank and survived. And I, like an idiot, was wearing flip-flops because I was like, yeah, I'm going to be comfortable in the back of this car. I wasn't driving. I'm
not planning on getting out.
Yes, I'm not planning on getting out. I know it's probably going to snow on the way, but who cares? I'm just the worst is I'm getting out to go to the bathroom or whatever. We ended up getting home at like 2 a.m. with classes starting the next day because we came home on Sunday and classes starting on Monday.
Right.
And that was it was a rough time, but it was a bonding, fun experience to be a part of that. And the rock concert was awesome too.
Nice, yeah.
And I like Vegas. Like a lot of people, Vegas can be pretty annoying if you're not into it. Like, and I don't gamble. It's probably better. People probably like it more, like if you don't gamble. I don't know. People do like to gamble, but I feel like gambling is all the bad stuff in Vegas is centered around the gambling. So it's like if you're not going there to gamble, there's actually fun stuff to do. Like there's concerts all the time. There's there's really good food.
Yes. Yep.
You can walk up and down the strip and just stop at different places to eat or to get a drink or whatever. It's a lot of fun. Like I never gamble, but I have a lot of fun in Vegas. It's a lot of fun. And at the time, In-N-Out Burger was not in Utah, so that was also a big deal to go to In-N-Out Burger in Las Vegas. In-N-Out Burger, and then and getting good Mexican food because there wasn't like great Mexican food in Utah. But for some reason, Nevada has good Mexican food. I don't know why, but
they all work in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were good Mexican restaurants, like good hole in the wall taco stand type stuff. Those were always good. The food's always good, and I like Vegas a lot, especially for being in the middle of nowhere. It's like they really did a good job of bringing stuff together, and there's a lot of good food in Vegas.
Yes, there is.
So that was my big. Formative road trip in college.
Nice. So mine is slightly depressing.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. So, In college, yeah, I was studying. This is one of the rare nights I was actually at my desk studying, and one of my fraternity brothers came in and was like, "Hey, can I borrow your car real fast? I just need to go to the store for a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I didn't think anything of it because it was common occurrence. And I studied the rest of the night. And the next morning, he's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, we took your car to Niagara Falls." Uh, and
What?
it's like they ran to the store and came back, and one of the guys is like, "I've never been to Niagara Falls." And I'm like, "Let's go.
Wait,
Let's do a road trip." And they drove to Niagara Falls, looked at the falls, and then came back. It was
You were not with them?
I was not with them. They took my car.
They took your car
They
on a
took
road trip.
two-
Wait, how far was Niagara Falls?
It's like 3.5, 4 hours.
What? So were you wondering where your car was this whole time, or you just didn't know they had it this
I
whole
didn't.
time?
I loaned it to him to run to the store, and I didn't think about like him.
Well, to be fair, you didn't ask what store.
No, I didn't.
8 hours later, he's like, "They sure take
Yeah.
a lot of."
To be fair, he meant the Tim Hortons across the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So I didn't think about it. I'm like, just grab the keys in the morning. And I'm like, it's not a big deal. Like he lived in the dorm room next to mine. So
Yeah.
he just came back and like forgot to give me the keys.
Yeah.
No big deal. Like it was a common occurrence to like
Okay.
borrow, but like not to drive to Niagara Falls. So
All right.
And then did you have to listen to how much fun they had?
I did.
Yeah.
I got to hear that a
Moving.
lot.
I can't believe that.
I had completely forgotten about it, and when I went to homecoming a couple years ago and like caught up with like a bunch of my fraternity brothers,
They all rubbed it in.
they absolutely rubbed it in. Like, hey, remember that time we did this? I'm like,
Remember when he
"Oh."
took your car and went on an awesome road trip without you?
Yeah, actually, we picked up a couple of girls at the grocery store, and then drove
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
Niagara Falls.
that's insane.
yeah. So I say slightly depressing. It's a funny story. I just wish I got
wish
to
you had
tell
been
it.
a part of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
Never got to go to Niagara Falls.
Now, my cool thing about cars in college was, and this is a joke I have on stage, but our school did not sell caffeine on campus. I went to Brigham Young University. They did not sell caffeine on campus. You didn't get in trouble for drinking it. They just wouldn't sell it, which, by the way, I found out recently they have changed their policy about BYU. You can now buy caffeine on campus. But
I think they have bigger things to
At
worry
the-
about now.
but at the time, you could not buy a caffeinated soda. They had caffeine-free Mountain Dew, which I don't know why that exists.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
buy caffeine-free Diet Mountain Dew on campus. Only place I've ever seen it is on campus at BYU. At all the football games, they had caffeine-free Coke. Barks soda used to have caffeine in it. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if the current Barks iteration does.
Barks
but
root beer?
Yeah, Barks root beer used to have caffeine in it.
I didn't know root beer had caffeine in it.
Yeah, that was the only one. Like it was the
Okay.
only one that had caffeine. In fact, they used to say like Barks has bite, like
Ah.
that was
I
their
remember that
yeah,
slogan.
because they
Okay.
had caffeine in it, but not in Utah. Utah was the only place they would bottle it or can it without caffeine in it because they couldn't sell it as well with the caffeine in it. Because in Utah they're like root beer, we want no caffeine. So me and my roommate freshman year, he had a car. And so I did not have a car, but he had a car. We went to Walmart and bought 12 packs of caffeinated sodas and then sold them in the dorms during finals week because that's when people wanted caffeinated sodas. People who couldn't make it off campus
Right.
to get their fix. But that was a very formative thing for me my freshman year, involving a car.
I did the same thing, but with beer. Also during finals, much to the chagrin of many of the people.
Yeah, for the opposite reason.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we're about wrapping it up here.
Hold on.
Oh, did you have something else? you wanted to
Yeah.
say?
Do you
Oh.
have first off, do you have a road trip snack? A go-to road trip snack?
I do, and it depends on the situation. So if I'm falling asleep, if I'm afraid I'm going to get tired, hard candy. It's a psychological thing. Like if you keep hard candy in your mouth, it keeps your brain active. So it keeps me awake, so I don't fall asleep. If I'm not tired, I like getting something salty, and then mixing it with something. I'm not a big fan of chocolate on a road trip because it can make me lethargic or whatever. It's a little much.
It's a mess.
It's
It'll be a
yeah,
mess.
yeah, and like I don't want to have to worry about it on my fingers. But like anything like with fruit, like Jelly Bean or Mike and Ike's, anything like that, anything fruity that's not messy. So I'll alternate between something salty like combos. Combos are great road trip food.
Combo, yeah.
And then some sort of candy that's like fruity in some way, like a Jelly Bean or a sometimes Sour Patch Kids, but you get the little sugars in your hand sometime if you do that.
I am very much I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee. When I'm even like purging myself from caffeine, which I have to do from time to time, I will have decaf coffee because it's so good. So coffee, water, and I am a salty snack kind of guy, so I do like to try to find like the local chips or like the fun chips, something like that.
Yeah.
And I try to avoid the candy, but if I have to have something like maybe like a chocolate covered peanut or something like that.
I will get peanut M&Ms because I kind of get both with it because you get the peanuts a little salty, and then I like peanut M&Ms because they're not as sweet as the other M&Ms. Like you don't feel gross after eating a whole bag of peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, some trail mix maybe.
Trail mix is good. That's a good one.
I like beef jerky.
Oh, beef
jerky's
and
that is a good one.
corn nuts. The
corn nuts, huh?
only on a road trip.
Really?
I'm not buying a corn nut any other time.
Yeah. Beef jerky is a good road trip food.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Oh, and like the beef sticks, like it's
Yeah.
Like
not,
a Slim Jim?
like
Slim Jims,
Jim.
anything like
Yeah.
that is good.
Well, it lasts in your mouth a long
Yes,
time.
right. I like getting speaking of going to local places, I like finding local beef jerky too when I'm on a road trip. That's a great find for me if I can find a good local beef jerky.
Like I back to West Virginia. Like I had friends who'd go hunting through there a lot, and they'd make meat sticks. Always
Meat
so
sticks,
good.
jalapeno with some cheese in there.
Oh man,
what's your go-to like food like meal food to eat while you're driving?
Like stopping at a restaurant or eating?
Meaning while you have to drive.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you have to drive and you've got to eat this meal while you're driving.
I think I'm probably stopping at a McDonald's.
McDonald's is usually pretty good. I have a problem with burgers though because it's like the fries are great, but like I always end up dropping something on my shirt or something with a burger because it's and I can sometimes I can manipulate the wrapper in a way, but burgers are better than some.
Or are you eating and actively driving at the same time?
Eating and actively driving.
No, see, I'm not in that game. I got to use both hands.
Oh yeah, you
to
can't do
drive.
that. You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, for you, it'd be soup and a straw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Whatever someone can lean
A
over
smoothie.
and feed me. Yeah.
So my stepdaughter gave me an adult bib for Christmas.
All right.
And it sounds stupid, but it is in my driver's side door. So whenever
situations.
yeah, so like, hey, I will have this if I'm eating in the car because I'm like I've stained way too many shirts. As far as like go to food, I love burgers. If it's a meal, give me the meat. I at this point I try to like take the bun off and just have that, but it's also so messy that it's awful.
For me it's usually tacos or burritos. Usually not tacos, but burrito.
Like, you eat a taco
not a
while you're
taco. Yeah,
driving?
taco's too tough. But a burrito that's nice and tight, that is usually good for me. Is one that can stay together. Not a Chipotle burrito. That one falls apart too much for me to eat on the road.
What about a breakfast burrito?
I love a good breakfast burrito. That is a hands down
from Buc-ee's. That might be the best burrito out there right now.
Breakfast burrito from Buc-ee's, hands down, go to. If I'm passing a Buc-ee's in the morning, I'm getting a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, I hate to go to Buc-ee's just because it's it's always crowded and wild,
Yes.
no matter what
Yeah.
time it is. But
If
it's,
I-
it's
Those
crowded for a
breakfast
reason.
burritos, yeah.
Everything is good.
If I'm passing a Buc-ee's on a road trip, and it's morning, I'm stopping to get a breakfast burrito for sure.
Well, my wife's parents live in Orlando, so if we ever need to drop the kids off for a weekend or something, we meet at the Buc-ee's in Daytona.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Drop
Yeah,
them off
nice.
because it's like an hour for both of us.
Yeah.
And you think it would save us an hour, but it doesn't because we spend an hour.
Yeah, of course. You
in
stay at
Buc-ee's,
Buc-ee's for an
yeah.
hour. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the gas prices.
What do you have a go-to playlist?
Oh,
got a road
I
trip,
do
you make a
actually.
list?
I have a go-to list that I have been working on for years, and it is a playlist of I really like long, epic songs on a road trip that are big and end up like Freebird, like that one. Like that's a good for me. That's a good road trip
Oh,
song.
I was thinking opera.
Yeah, we thought that's what you were going with.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. Flight of the Valkyrie. That one's good one. No, any song that has a big epic, like a 7-minute song, is a good one that I like bringing. Like "Come Sail Away" by Styx.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that one.
Oh man.
Oh, I gotta write that down.
Yeah. If you're having big epic songs and you don't have Meatloaf in there, are you really into big epic
That
songs?
is true. That is true. This is a working playlist that we add to. In fact, my kids have gotten on board with it, and they have thought of songs to add to it, like songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, stuff like that.
What about American Pie?
American Pie's on the list
Okay,
for
good,
sure.
Good.
Other like all songs that have that kind of, and I like songs with like movements too, where it's like they have a different. This one it sounds different now, kind of thing, and it graduates into different sounds. I like them.
What about you, Wes?
I like a song about driving. A literal
On the road again.
On the road again. Life is a highway. Daddy drives an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
I can't drive 55.
Yeah. Very on the nose road trip songs.
One thing, especially with the advent of digital music, with Spotify and Amazon and stuff, one thing we like to do is to throw on an artist. We'll just ask, whatever we use the voice command and be like, play this artist, and then we see how far we can make it into that artist before there's a song we don't know. An artist that we know, like not an obscure artist. Like I'll throw, like me and my wife will kind of to wagers on like how many songs it'll take before we get to one we don't know, or how many hits they have. Like we did Leonard Skinner. Speaking of that, we did Leonard Skinner a couple weeks ago, and it was like, all right, how many songs are hits or that we know? And there was more than I remembered. Like I remember thinking, like I think it's only going to be like 4.
Yeah.
Really. Like obviously, Freebird and Sweet Home Alabama and Simple Man are the top 3 probably, and then. I was like,
Step.
Give me 2 steps. But then there's so many more where you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. I mean, I think we got to like 6 or 7 before there was a song we didn't recognize.
There's the Ballad of Curtis Lowe.
Ballad of Curtis Lowe.
So there's the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, and then
That Smell.
Oh yeah.
Dolly Parton sings a song called Applejack. Very similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Applejack and Curtis Lowe. Look those 2 up.
I gotta look those
Also,
up.
Dolly is hanging out with this guy drinking Applejack, which is an alcoholic beverage. And I don't think she was of age in this song.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Applejack is not around anymore.
She grew up in the hills. That does not surprise me.
Yeah, she grew up in the middle of she was a legit hillbilly.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to Dolly if you hear this.
Yeah, if you're listening. Yeah.
Hey, Dolly, please feel better. I know you're going through something right now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she just put that on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
We're praying for you, Dolly.
Speaking of Willie Nelson at the amphitheater today.
Was he?
93 years old. Yeah, in St. Augustine.
At St. Augustine? I didn't know that. Willie Nelson.
I was going to go.
I like Willie
Gotta
Nelson.
be here.
Especially on a road trip. I don't know why I love country music on a road trip. I don't know what it is about country music, but not modern country music. Like
It depends on the modern country
Yeah.
music. I'm a country music fan.
I love old school outlaw country music on a road trip and southern rock too. I don't know why it really hits me like in a certain way listening to that, like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson, anything along those lines like are great great tunes for me on a road trip. So I love Willie Nelson, but my wife does not like Willie Nelson. My wife hates his voice. But I really like Willie Nelson. So he's one that sometimes I'll listen on a road trip when my wife's asleep. So
Yeah. Yeah, my wife has very different musical tastes than I do. I like a lot of the music she listens to, so I will have it on, but it is far from my first choice. She's more into like the modern rock and like the alternate like Fall Out Boys and stuff like that. Which
my son
is
has
all
just
right.
got into that.
yeah, see, my wife's into that era too of the Fall Out Boy because she's a little bit younger than me.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's that like Fall Out Boy was very popular. Like and what's like
Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco. Yeah, that kind of like mid. Let's see, early 2000s, like
Yeah.
early 2000s rock.
Yeah, that's the
the
that's
Killers, like
that's
that.
the playlist
Yeah.
my son is putting on in the car now.
Yep. Yeah, my wife's into that too. Do you have to drive every road trip
Yes.
because there's no chair?
Right. that is the drawback of the truck
Yeah.
is that I have to drive it everywhere.
Don't worry. I've been married for, like I said, 18 years now. Which we had gone on a couple road trips before marriage, so we've been going on road trips for probably 19 years. And my wife has driven for maybe an hour of those 19 years of going on road trips.
Yeah, no, when I had the van, Jamie's down to drive.
Yeah.
She did most of the driving
Uh,
because I had to transfer back and forth.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's just
true.
easy.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I mean, just during the week, not on a road trip, you're just going to dinner or going running errands. She would drive, and I would sit in the back and usually go to sleep.
Yeah, my wife does
Take a little
not
nap.
drive. Like I drive on every road trip for 100% of the time, and she mostly falls asleep.
My wife drives most of the time for us now.
Nice.
and it's fantastic. She likes it. Like we'll switch back and forth. Like maybe do 50-50, but she likes to drive, so I will let her. And usually just I don't sleep well, but I can doze off when she's driving, so that's nice.
Well, Jamie likes to drive because she drives fast, and she doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So she'll drive. If we're going somewhere, she wants to do the whole thing at once, and I'm not about that. I like to pee, and then I see something I like, and then there's something else coming up. I like to stop again.
I like
gotta get
stopping
out.
at local fast food places too. Like if I see a burger place, a fast food place that I've never heard of, then I'm stopping there at that fast food place. Another fun one is like local barbecue places. When you get on those county roads and stuff, and you're off the beaten path a little bit, when you have to drive diagonally in
Yes.
Florida, when you're not hitting 95 or I-4, and you can stop. I'll stop at a barbecue place sometimes in the middle of nowhere. Those are always fun.
Do you have road trip games that you play?
Just the songs one that I said, where we
Oh.
try to guess how many songs it takes us. Now, we did make one up a couple years ago that we'll do where, so we all share an Amazon Music account, like me, my wife, and all three kids. And so the algorithm kind of just throws whatever at us if we don't tell it what to do. And one game we have played in the past is we tell it to it'll give us a year in review towards the end of the year. It'll say like, oh, here's your year, here's all the songs you listen to, and then we play the playlist without looking at it ahead of time, and then we try to guess what do we do? We try
First
to
person to name the song.
it's something. We guess
Yeah.
who's something like that. We name the song. I can't remember. It's been a while since we played it. We always do it at the end of the year. And then I started putting money on it, where I'd be like, oh, if you get it right, you get $1 or whatever for the kids and stuff like that. So that's a fun game that we play.
We would do the alphabet game, where you have to see a letter on a sign.
Yeah.
You're like go A in Arby's or B in whatever, and then whoever could get that. And then we counted license plates.
Yeah,
how many different license plates you could see.
Whenever my grandpa's in the car, or not my grandpa, my father-in-law, when their grandpa's in the car, he loves doing the states license plates. We try to get all 50 states on a road trip.
My son developed one, and I'm glad he's passed it. But
I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad he's passed. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that game must have been bad.
it was whatever thing he was into at the time, and Ben 10 the cartoon stands out.
Yes,
It was
Ben
like
10.
okay, Ben 10, and he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna name the alien power, and you've got to name the alien.
Yeah, there you go.
And this would literally happen for an hour and a half. So and it was just like we're repeating them now. Let's move on. But it was brilliant for a 5-year-old, and Blake was wonderful at it. But I'm so glad he doesn't watch Ben 10 anymore.
Yeah, that was Benji, because my son's name is Ben, and he was 10, and so Ben 10 was a big part of our life for a long time.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up. We've had a pretty good episode. You're probably listening to this on a road trip right now.
Yeah, hey,
Be in your car.
In your car.
in Brazil.
In Brazil. Which
Brazil
don't try to
you
drive
can?
to North America if you are. You can't do it.
We've got 11% of
11% of our listener
listeners
base is in Brazil for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you're in Brazil, please don't try to drive here, but please listen to us in the car.
Yes.
All right. Well, you got any shows coming up, Wes?
Come back to me.
Okay, Bobby, you got any shows coming up?
Yes, I'm going to be at Burlock and Barrel on May 29th. It's a Friday.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it because I've enjoyed doing that show in the past.
I like that. I like that place. I like that place a lot. Wes, you got anything?
I have a foot doctor appointment on the 3rd and a dentist appointment on the 18th.
All right, sounds good.
Excellent.
Things are going good. Hey, I got that insurance. You gotta get it while you can.
Yeah.
June 12th and 13th, I'll be at the Sunshine City Comedy Club in St. Pete, Florida.
All right.
Sunshine City Comedy
City.
Club.
I like
Yes.
Sunshine City. That's the one that's the Clearwater and Sunshine City are the partner comedy
Yes,
clubs,
there's
right?
Clearwater and
Yeah.
there's St. Pete.
Yeah. So that's a Friday and a Saturday. There's yeah.
That one is right by the ocean, the Sunshine City one. There's it's literally across the street from the beach.
Yeah, they both
That
are.
one. Are they both across
Yeah.
the street from the beach? I can't remember.
The other one, not Sunshine, but the other one, Clearwater, I think,
Mhm.
is above Hulk Hogan's store.
Oh, yeah. I think you're
Nice.
right.
Yeah, Hogan's place.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us for National Road Trip Day. Today is whatever we say it is, and you're here for it. I'm Joey Nickel.
I'm Bobby Parker.
And I'm Wes Johnson.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Today is whatever they say it is, and we're here for it.